Body Count, issue number 3 from Image Comics. So yeah, in the last issue, we had Johnny Woo breaking his way into Club Dead, and the issue ended with him chucking a grenade. And that's exactly where this starts. It starts with Johnny and his men busting into Club Dread, shooting up the place. We just have blood and gore just flying everywhere. And he chucks a grenade that explodes and kills a bunch of people. Meanwhile, Courtney, who is Midnight's friend, who's going to get her to Sanctuary. So Courtney, Midnight, Casey, and Raph are running up the stairs. They're going to get to the roof to make their escape. And as they're doing that, Johnny's men are obviously chasing them. So Raph's is like, all right, you guys go on ahead. I'm going to stop and buy you some time. So he waits until one of Johnny Woo's men approaches the doorway leading to the rooftops, grabs him, kills him, and then uses his gun to shoot at Johnny Woo and his men before punting the corpse down the stairs. So yeah, here Raph has no qualms with killing people. And this is like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I like. Because Mirage, they kind of bounce back and forth. You have issues, especially like the earlier stuff, where the Turtles have no problem killing people. Usually, obviously they're evil people. It's the Foot and stuff. But then you have other moments where they refuse to kill people, even if it's a Foot. So it feels like there's no consistency on whether the Turtles are okay with killing or not. So here they just straight up, Raph's like, has no qualms killing people as long as they're baddies. But yeah, he's able to buy the group enough time for them to get down the fire exits, hop into a car, and then Raph joins them as they make their escape. And then Johnny sees them leaving. He sees a helicopter. I guess the police copter shows up and tells them to put down their weapons. And Johnny shoots the pilot in the head. And we just see a panel where his brains get blown off. And then the helicopter crashes. And Johnny just walks away without looking at the explosion. And yeah, he escapes just as Detective Choi from Hong Kong. Him and the police show up, and they are trying to put out the fires of Club Dead. And yeah, Choi's like, all right, we're going to have to put a stake out on Sanctuary. Like, I know where they're going to go, and we are going to set up an ambush, and we're going to stop Johnny there. We have to stop him before he causes any more chaos. And we have this just cool panel. I love this old school 90s look. I don't know. It's just cool. A cool panel. I really like it. And then we get another weird panel where Casey, Raph, Midnight, and Courtney are at a bar, and Jason Voorhees is behind them, and some dude's getting his eyeball ripped out with a fork. Yeah. I don't know. But basically, Courtney takes them to Sanctuary. And meanwhile, as they're on their way to Sanctuary, we cut to Hong Kong, where Boss Dong is talking about how his plot to basically solidify his power and create just this giant global underworld is almost done. All that's left is to double-cross Johnny Woo. And so he sends some men to where Sanctuary is going to be at so that they can ambush Johnny Woo. Which kind of begs the question, why was Midnight so gung-ho to get to Sanctuary if everybody, including the police, knows about it? I thought the whole point of her coming to America was to basically escape and just kind of start a new life for herself. And to do that, she had to go to Sanctuary. But everyone knows about Sanctuary, so how is she going to lie low when everybody knows about the location? That's the one thing that kind of threw me off here. Anyways, it turns out the Sanctuary is a church, and they go into the church where they meet some weird spiritual dude who basically says that Midnight's going to be she's going to play a great role in this event that's about to unfold, and that they should prepare themselves and arm themselves because something big is about to go down. So yeah, they go downstairs where there's a bunch of weapons, and they all stock up. Meanwhile, Johnny Woo busts in and starts blasting everything. The police are watching this, and they want to go in and arrest him. But Detective Choi is like, no. Just wait a little bit. We're not going to rush in. Just hold your men off and trust me. Like something's about to go down, and I'm gonna keep some of your men alive by holding them back right now. And yeah, as Johnny goes in and starts blasting everything, that's when Dong's men show up, and they surround Johnny and his men. And it turns out that yeah, this is going to be the double cross. So we have Johnny trying to kill Midnight and her group. Meanwhile, Dong's men have shown up to surround Johnny and kill him. Meanwhile, Detective Choi and his men are still there, waiting for Choi's signal before they make their appearance. And just as all this chaos starts happening with Johnny shooting up Dong's men and Dong's men shooting up Johnny's men, Raph and Casey bust out of the church and start attacking. Raph's just shooting an Uzi as Casey's ready to kick some ass with a hockey stick. And that's how the issue ends. So yeah, everything's going to get wrapped up in the next issue. I will say that I'm going to kind of miss this. This is just like crazy, over the top violence to the point where it just comes back to being humorous. But I kind of just love this. Like, this is just dumb, stupid fun, but it's entertaining. At least to me it is. I don't know how many of you out there will like this, but this is like the kind of stuff that I enjoy. I just enjoy just like dumb popcorn flick action movies where, I mean, obviously I want the story to make sense to me, but I just, I mean, why is Jason Voorhees in the background of a diner? Why is no one doing anything about him? Why is there a dude getting his eye stabbed out? Who knows? Who cares? Like, I don't know. I kind of like that. It's not like so random WTF that it kind of takes me out. It's just, yeah, it's just really bizarre, straight up 90s action comic. But yeah, there you go. There's Body Count, issue number 3 by Image Comics. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later.